Greetings everyone. So today we've come to the last part of Unit 4, Grade 10 Health and Physical Education. Our lesson was on learning about sports and outdoor activities. So far in this lesson we've learned about three major sports: volleyball, netball and football. And we've come to the last part of the lesson, which is on outdoor educational activities. There are so many outdoor activities which people do. Some of them are camping, campfire games, cooking outdoor, jungle craft, hiking, jungle exploration, rowing, climbing mountains, and cycling tours. So these outdoor educational activities provide many physical, mental, and social benefits. So there's a whole list of benefits of outdoor educational activities. Let's try to go through them one by one. And so first it says that it's an opportunity to gain pleasure. So outdoor activities are fun, they are refreshing. We know that they help us to reduce stress and also to improve our mood. Then number two, an opportunity to identify the environment. That means you get to observe and learn about plants, animals, about the weather, and about nature. Number three, it's an opportunity to understand the environment. That means you develop sort of a deeper appreciation of how nature works and why it's important to protect it. You understand why we need to appreciate it. You gain an appreciation and about the way how nature works, and you kind of want to protect it. You get that want to protect it. Then it's an opportunity to understand the challenges nature offers, because you face real life challenges while you are out there, like it could be the rough terrain or the bad weather. So that will help you to become more adaptable to the challenges nature offers. And also develop exploration skills, because it encourages the curiosity within you and also the ability to navigate new places confidently. Develop self-confidence. Number six, that means overcoming obstacles in nature. It kind of boosts your belief in your abilities. Number seven is develop leadership skills, because when you work in teams during outdoor activities, it helps you to take responsibility and also to guide others. So it develops your leadership skills. Number eight, develop collective understanding. That's because you learn to work with others and you will improve teamwork and communication. Number nine, develop the skill of decision making, because when you're outdoors, you must make quick and smart choices in different outdoor situations, especially when it comes to all the challenges the nature can throw at us. You must make quick and smart choices. Then getting used to substitutes. That means you learn how to adapt when resources or comforts are unavailable. Like you won't be getting all those comforts and resources which you get while you are indoors when you are outdoors. So you will find alternatives on your own and you will get adapted to it. Number 11 is developing problem solving skills. So all these outdoor challenges will help you to think creatively and to find solutions. When we talk about hiking, people organize hikes for different reasons. They have different objectives in hiking. So some of them are hiking to raise awareness, to raise funds, for pleasure, to explore the forest for political purposes, as a mark of protest, and as a means of demonstration. If you talk about hikes to raise awareness, these hikes are organized to inform the public about a particular issue. It could be, for example, an environmental conservation, uh, or could be some sort of health campaigns or any other social causes. You organize these hikes and inform the public about a particular issue. And then hikes to raise funds. These are like charity hikes. So the participants gather donations for a cause, such as funding medical treatments, or could be supporting education or disaster relief efforts. So the participants in this particular hike, they gather donations for a cause. Hikes for pleasure are the most common ones. These are like recreational hikes where people just explore nature, they enjoy the outdoors and relax without any specific agenda. And number four means hikes to explore the forest. So these hikes are organized to study wildlife, to discover new landscapes, new habitats, or conduct scientific research about flora and fauna. That means research about animals and plants. Hikes for political purposes. There are some hikes which are used as political movements to support or promote a political ideology, party, or leader. So that means they use their participants in those hikes for their political agendas. And then hikes as a mark of protest. People organize protest hikes to oppose policies, to raise their voice against injustice, or demand certain actions on social issues. So those are hikes as a mark of protest. Then there are hikes as a means of demonstration. Like these hikes, they serve as a public demonstration to showcase their unity, strength, or commitment towards a specific goal. So in this lesson, other than hiking, the other outdoor educational activity that we're going to talk about is jungle exploration. So there are 4 steps when it comes to exploring a jungle. So number 1 is you have to prepare plans for the jungle exploration. Number 2 is, assume that this is a jungle exploration organized by a school. So number 2 is that the pupils should be educated on the use of the compass and to do compass readings. And then the pupils should be made aware of standard symbols used in maps, and they should be educated on how to prepare the map of their journey. So giving them the education they need related to maps. And number 4 is that the physical education teacher should explain the importance of using the position of constellations in travel for the knowledge of the pupils using illustration. So these are basically like the subtopics that we'll be talking in this lesson. So if I summarize the whole thing, you have to prepare plans for the jungle exploration. Then you need to know how to use the compass and to read the compass. Then you need to know about maps, the standard symbols used in the maps, and also how to prepare the map of your journey on your own. And also, finally, you need to know about constellations, which is quite important when it comes to travel. So the first step is planning for a jungle exploration. So before heading into the jungle, it's important that you have a well-structured plan for your safety and also for efficiency of the whole journey. So here are the key areas that you have to focus on. You need to focus on the expected date of the hike because you have to choose a suitable date considering the weather conditions, season, and also the availability of participants for the exploration. Then you have to think about the route to take. Which route are you going to take? So maybe you can map out the path that you are going to follow. You can identify any key landmarks, whether there are any water sources on the way, and whether there are any resting points. So you have to decide on the route to take. And then the equipment to carry. That means you have to list necessary equipment such as backpacks, navigation tools like maps, compass, GPS, tents, first aid kits, food, and other survival essentials. And then you have to think about the finances for expenditure. You have to estimate the cost for food, transport, any other permits that you might need, and also an emergency fund. Then permissions from individuals. So you might need approval from certain landowners or guides or even local authorities, like if the area is kind of restricted. Then you might also need permissions from institutes. You might need to get clearance from certain departments, maybe forest department, the wildlife conservation authorities, or any other relevant institutions. Then places requiring permission to visit. That means you have to identify locations, like if they are protected forests, or if they are national parks, or if they are like research sites. You need entry permits. You need to get permission beforehand. And then informing the right people. You have to let local authorities know about your exploration, and even it's better to inform the emergency services beforehand for your safety, and also you have to let your family know. Then emergency actions means you are preparing an action plan for potential dangers, like there's an what if there's a wildlife encounter, or what if you get lost, or what if any other natural disaster happens. So you need to have a plan for emergency actions. And then finally, when it comes to handling accidents, you have to equip your team with first aid skills, you need to carry medical supplies, and you need to know the nearest medical facilities in case of an emergency. And the next step is that you need to have an understanding about the use of the compass and how to do the compass readings. So the compass is a piece of equipment which is used to find the direction, and the pointer of the compass always indicates the north. Like when you place it on a flat surface, the pointer usually indicates the north. And the route map is marked accordingly. You can use the compass to mark the route map. And compass can be used to find the direction to reach the destination. So that's the whole purpose of the compass. So the next step is to be aware of the standard symbols used in maps and get educated on how to prepare the map of their journey. So in your textbook, you've been given some of the standard symbols used in maps. Maybe you can pause the video right here and go through these symbols for your knowledge. So the final part is to identify the importance of using the position of constellations in travel. And here you've been given some of the commonly identified constellations. You can pause the video right here and go through them. So that brings us to the end of the whole lesson. We have completely finished lesson 4. Thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for more lessons.